Today, let us see the problem number 3 and 4 on the epicyclic gear train. So here we have a problem number 3. In an epicyclic gear train, the internal wheels A and B and compound wheel C and D rotate independently about the axis O. The wheels E and F rotate on a pin fixed to the arm G. E gears with A and C and F gears with B and D. All wheels have same pitch and number of teeth on E and F are 18. C is equal to 28, that is number of teeth on the wheel C is 28, D is 26. The first bit in the question, first one, sketch the arrangement. Second one, find the number of teeth on A and B. Third one, if the arm G makes 150 rpm counterclockwise and A is fixed, find speed of B. Fourth one, if the arm G makes 150 rpm clockwise and wheel A makes 15 rpm counterclockwise, find the speed of B. So this is the given question, and according to the given question, first we need to sketch the arrangement. And if we see the given data, it is given that internal wheels A and B and compound wheels C and D rotate independently about the axis O. So all these four wheels have the same center of axis O. So here we have drawn internal wheels A and B and compound wheel C and D with the center of axis as O. Next, it is given that wheels E and F rotate on a pin fixed to the arm G. So here we have a pin G, okay, and arm G, and here we have fixed wheel E and F to the arm G. It is given that E gears with A and C. So wheel A gears with, that means it comes in contact with A and C, and F gears with B and D. So wheel F gears with B and D. So according to the given data, we have drawn the arrangement. So this is the first bit in the question, that is the sketch the arrangement, and we have done the sketch for the given question, that is the sketch of the arrangement. So next, let us see, find the number of teeth on A and B. So next we'll check the number of teeth on A and B. So next we have number of teeth on A and B. It is given in the question that all the gears have same pitch. Therefore the pitch circle radius is proportional to the number of teeth. And when we look at the figure, radius of wheel A is radius of wheel C plus diameter of the wheel E. So it can be written as radius RA is equal to RC plus 2 times RE. Since the number of the pitch circle radius is proportional to the number of teeth, we can write this as ZA is equal to ZC plus 2 times ZE. Since it is given the value of ZC as 28, that is number of teeth on wheel C is 28 and number of teeth on wheel E is 18, substituting those values, we get number of teeth on wheel A as 64. Now we'll look into the wheel B. If you look into the wheel B from the figure, we can see that radius of wheel D plus diameter of wheel F will be equal to radius of wheel B. So it can be written as RB is equal to RD plus 2 times RF. Therefore, since the pitch circle radius is proportional to the number of teeth, we can write ZB is equal to ZD plus 2ZF. And it is given in the question that number of teeth on the wheel D is 26 and number of teeth on wheel F is 18. Substituting those values, we get number of teeth on the wheel B is 62. So this is the solution for the second bit of the question, that is finding the number of teeth on A and B. Next, we have to see if the arm G makes 150 rpm clockwise and A is fixed, find the speed of B. Okay, to get the remaining part of the solution, we have to find the speed equation for the different gears, and that is possible with the help of a tabular column method. So next we will see with the tabular column method. So here we'll write tabular column, and we know that the first column will be condition of motion. Next we'll fix the arm G. We'll fix the arm G, that is at the center. We'll fix the arm G, and since at the center we have compound wheel CD, so next we'll write compound wheel CD, and next we have gear F, which is meshing with the wheel B. So this is gear F, next we are writing here, and after that we have gear B. Next we have gear E, which is in contact with gear A, and after that we have the gear A. So in this order we write the tabular column. We have to be sure that first we have to fix the arm G, and we have to give the one revolution to the compound gear CD. So these two should come first. So in the condition of motion, I will write fix arm G, give +1 revolution to compound gear CD. So arm G is 0, that is no revolution, it is fixed, and we have given +1 revolution to the compound gear CD. So after this, if we look into gear F, the gear D will drive the gear F. So here I will write minus ZD by ZF, that is number of teeth on the driver gear to the number of teeth on driven gear. Negative sign indicates F will rotate in the opposite direction of gear D. And next we have gear B. If you look into the figure, gear B, so here we have gear B. So wheel D is going to rotate the gear F, and gear F is going to rotate the gear B. So first D will rotate the F, so I will write minus ZD by ZF, and with the negative sign it indicates F and D will rotate in the opposite direction, into F will rotate the wheel B. Since wheel B is an internal gear, therefore F and B will rotate in the same direction. Therefore it is into ZF by ZB, because these two are internal. ZB is an internal gear, so F and B will rotate in the same direction. So ZF will get cancelled and we left with minus ZD by ZB. Next, if you look into gear E, so gear C is the driver and gear E is the driven gear. So we'll write minus ZC by ZE because both will rotate in the opposite direction. That is, ZE will rotate in the opposite direction of a ZC. Next, ZA, ZC, that is wheel C will rotate wheel E and in turn wheel E will rotate wheel A. So I will write minus ZC by ZE, and negative sign indicates E will rotate in the opposite direction of ZC and into ZE by ZA. Since we know that ZA, that is wheel A, is an internal gear, therefore ZE and ZA will rotate in the same direction. ZE and ZE will get cancelled. We left with minus ZC by ZA. That indicates ZA, wheel A will rotate in the opposite direction of ZC. So once we complete this first row, so next is a very simple steps what we have in the tabular column method. So next, multiplying x with the first row. So x into 0 is 0 and x into plus 1 is x. Next we have x into minus ZD by ZF. So here we'll get minus ZD by ZF into x. Next we multiply x with minus ZD by ZB. So we get minus ZD by ZB into x. Next we multiply x with minus ZC by ZE. So we get minus ZC by ZE into x. Next we multiply x with this parameter. So we get minus ZC by ZA into x. Next we add y to the second row. So adding y, 0 plus y is y. Y plus x is y plus x. Next y plus this parameter we get y plus into minus ZD by ZF into x. Y plus this parameter, so y plus into minus is minus ZD by ZB into x. Next y plus this parameter, so y plus into minus is minus ZC by ZE into x. Next y plus this parameter, that is y minus ZC by ZA into x, that is plus into minus is minus ZC by ZA into x. So these are the speed equation for the respective gears. The third bit in the question is, if arm G makes 150 rpm clockwise and wheel A is fixed, find the speed of B. Okay, so we have to find the speed of B. It is given, it is obtained in the tabular column. The speed of gear B equation is y minus ZD by ZB into x, that is equal to 0. Here we have given in the equation that G makes 150 rpm. So the speed of G is given by y. So I will write y is equal to 150 and I will substitute in this equation. So y is 150 minus number of teeth on wheel D is 28, number of teeth on wheel B is 64 and x is the unknown. So we found that x will be 342.86. Now substituting in the equation of wheel of speed B, that is y minus ZD by ZB into x. Here we have y as 150 ZD and ZB as 26 and 62, and value of X we obtained it as 342.86. Therefore we get value of speed of B is 6.22 rpm in the clockwise direction. The positive indicates clockwise direction. In the fourth bit, they have given that wheel A makes 15 rpm in counterclockwise direction and arm G makes 150 rpm in the clockwise direction. Then what is the speed of B? So according to the given data, we write for arm G as 150 rpm, y is equal to 150 rpm, and we have the equation for, this is the equation for wheel A, speed of wheel A. We have minus y minus zc by za into x, and since it is given A makes 15 rpm counterclockwise direction, so I will write this speed as minus 15. So substituting the values, y as 150, here it is given, value of zc and za as 28 and 64, speed as minus 15 because counterclockwise, finding the x value as, we get x value as 377.14. Now writing the equation of speed of wheel B, we have y minus zd by zb into x, and substituting the values of different parameters, y as 150 it is given, minus this is the number of teeth on the wheel D, and number of teeth on wheel B is 62, into x as 377.14. we get speed of B as negative 8.16 rpm. That indicates, in this case, that is when wheel A makes 15 rpm counterclockwise and arm G makes 150 rpm clockwise. In this case, speed of B is 8.16 rpm in the counterclockwise direction. So this is the solution for the given problem.